What's good, everybody? This is Misunderstood, your judgment-free zone with your girl, your favorite blast from the past, Xoxo from last night, LSG to some, everybody's favorite little sister, and the LOS if you know me like that. This is Misunderstood, as I said. If you are a returning crew member, thank you so much for coming back. We're loving the crew. We're always loving the crew. Okay, and if you just happen to bump into us randomly, please, give us a chance. Have a seat. Let's see if we can tickle your fancy so that you become a crew member, okay? Because we love it here. We love in a crew and we'd love you to be part of it. So today, wow, this is the second time I tried to record this week. And I did 2 makeup looks that I ended up hating. So this week has just been very draining for me in terms of trying to create content. I think because I'm in such a high anxiety state, I'm also very, very self-critical at this point. So I apologize for not having a episode out for you guys. I really did it, edited, and then hated it afterwards. So yeah, we're trying again. We're doing this again for this week. And after here, 7 days, and then within that 7 days, you'll get another episode. I am trying to balance being at school. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I'm changing my career. You know that joke that they make when you're young, like, oh my gosh, you like to argue, you should be a lawyer? Well, damn, I think they're right. I really think they're right. I'm doing a paralegal course because I really want to know if I can thug out a law degree, and I'm really enjoying it. In terms of content wise, I'm enjoying it. I'm not enjoying being at school every day, but that's just because of the anxiety and the physical toll it takes. But like content and being in class to learn the content is quite helpful, considering like I was at Unisa and there was like 0.5 guidance, and now there's an actual lecturer that I can ask. But with that being said, everybody that knows law knows that law is a ton of information and a ton of work, and you constantly need to be revising, constantly going through things. And I'm constantly writing, Bakheto, please pray for me. Like the passenger Tusang. Maybe I should change you guys to the passenger. Let me know. Let me know on my social media if we should keep it as crew members or, Lady Passenger. For those that don't know why you guys are called crew members, it's because everybody used to say that my life is a movie. And you know what? After some time, I sat down and I was like, yeah, no. Staring in a Popeye/action film, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's why you guys are called crew members, and maybe Lady Passenger as well in my life, quite frankly. So I'm trying to balance getting a solid rhythm on content creating. And so I'm trying to give myself every 7 days, I need to have done an episode, edited an episode, as well as done a makeup look or a nail look, depending on what I'm feeling like that week. I think that will work. Every 7 days, within that 7 days, an episode. So today we are doing a penny for my thoughts. I really am just going to talk and ramble on a little bit about a couple of things, and that's really how a penny for my thoughts works. It's not necessarily a topic per se. It's kind of just probably something that I spoke to myself about out loud and thought maybe I should share it with other people, basically. So I decided that this penny for my thoughts will be centered around this season of my life. I really do believe that life has different seasons. You go through different situations, you go through different things, and for the most part, once you get out of the season, you can see why and how, and for the other part you kind of get it while you're inside, pakati inside. You're not gonna come out until you get and understand why you're in this season. I am in a very complex season. I'm in a very complex season, I think, because it's a season of growth, obviously expanding and trying new things, and being humble enough to go back to the things that didn't work out because I rushed them, and come back to say, well, now we're going to stand 10 toes down on it and we're going to do it again. We're just going to do it better, Also very humbled because, wow, and Sakowi, I am going through it in terms of trying to understand and figure out which direction am I going in my personal life as well as in my work life, because I do work and study and I do so out of my own accord. Guys, I like to have my own money, you understand? I can't, I can't, like, I will have an allowance, but I have to have my own money. I don't know if it's a trauma response. Those that are doing psychology, please weigh in if it's a trauma response, but I really do have to get my own money and have my own money. And if I don't have my own money, then tek. When they say money cures everything, cures like a bad day. Maybe not everything, that's a bit of an overstatement, but cures like a bad day or cures like sadness. Yeah, the reciprocal happens when you don't have money. You understand? I think so. Anyway, so other than kind of just being humbled, God teaching me, I feel like God is teaching me or reteaching me how to depend on Him. How to ask for guidance and then wait to receive it. Not ask for guidance and then on your marks get set, which is usually what happens. Is you kind of ask for guidance, but you already have an idea of where you want to be guided to. And in this season, I really feel like I need to ask for guidance and then sit and wait. And I think I'm struggling with not being idle in my waiting. I'm going to say that again. I'm struggling with not being idle in my waiting. So it's the balance of not leading myself, but also not being idle, because God helps those who help themselves, right? So it's like, when am I doing too much and when am I doing just enough? Of course, I'm in this process of relearning and starting over. For those that don't know, I was doing a teaching degree. I've taken a bit of a pause on that. I only had final year left, so I might go back just so that I can also graduate like other kids. But, it's not closed door for me all the way. I just knew that I could not do it now. In the person and the state that I was, I could not do it. It cost my mental health. It cost my physical health. It cost way too much for me to try and finish and get this piece of paper that is supposed to be so important that I'm bending backwards over to get it, And I get it. It's very important. But even me, I'm important. Even me, I'm important. So sitting down and being like, even me, I'm important, but what does that mean? It means things need to change. And I need to change, and I don't know in what direction this change is. It's obviously a good change, I believe. So I'm praying about it. Pray with me, y'all. And because I'm so uneasy, I'm struggling to have confidence. I can stand on saying that God will provide. I can stand on saying that eventually things will come to light and things will make sense. But the right now, hey guys, it's Yeah, it's stressful. I'm not used to not being confident. And that's not to say I'm limiting God in any way, in any shape, form, or size. I think it's just more so a matter of me. It's an I thing. I am also trying to unlearn being my worst critic. I hate that is how I treat myself and view myself, that every day there must be a beatdown or a bashing of whatever mental catastrophe I have put myself in or I find myself in, and I'm just trying not to let that chaotic chaos move into the rest of my life. So I'm highly anxious a lot lately, more than I'm used to, and I think moving more and more to more than I can handle. I don't know what that means, other than the fact that my gums are swollen. I have a headache quite a lot. And for those that are asking why are your gums swollen, it's because I clench my teeth when I am immensely anxious. It's one of my self-soothing techniques, is clenching my teeth. It's the equivalent of like tapping your foot or like tapping your finger. My fingers do tap, very involuntary. It's very uncomfortable because you can't stop. Yeah, guys, you know what? I think I need to get an emotional support animal. I've been meaning to get a emotional support dog for a while, and I don't know why I keep pushing it back, but now that I'm actually recanting and rethinking sort of what am I feeling, how's it going, I'm like, no man, it's not it. Yeah, please, if you guys know where I can get, because I have googled, and usually emotional support animals or service animals, dogs per se, it's the nanny dogs, I think they're called. So your retriever, golden retriever, and the other gold one, I've forgotten what it's called now, as well as huskies, because huskies are very intelligent, so they'll be easier to teach self-soothing, but they're not very clingy animals. So yeah, if you guys have an emotional support animal, hit me up. Let me know what breed your animal is. Dogs, please let me know what breed they are and the process that you took. I keep saying let me know. My social medias, Instagram is at segofromlastnight, so you guys can send me a DM there, or on Twitter, or on TikTok. I never really use my TikTok, but yeah, TikTok is favorite blast from the past. I will obviously have these in the blurb in the blurb, but yeah, I'm excited to see where things go. It's not all doom and gloom. I'm excited to see where things go, and I'm just a creature of habit, so change is very uncomfortable for me. And I'm like that person that has a quota of change, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone, but yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. Not having my own understanding at all, and looking for an understanding, but also I think it's very humbling. Hey, I'm too close to the earth, guys. Humbled. This life thing will humble you. Adulthood is the ghettoest hood I've ever been in, but I know that there will be a testimony at the end of this, and till then, I think what doing and pushing more creative makeup looks has taught me is definitely trust the process. Them guys didn't lie when they said trust the process. I get to like halfway and I'm like, I don't see what's going on here, and then 20 minutes later it makes sense. So learning to trust the process, and that means the winding roads and the wonderful downhill slopes, meeting lovely people. They are very lovely people, meeting lovely people and growing in different aspects of my life. So it's not all doom and gloom, it's just very different. A lot. And I think, yeah. But other than that, I'm going to try and maintain consistency with content. And I'm working on a few things. So pray for me. And be good, be safe, enjoy every moment of life. Love yourself, put yourself first after God or your ancestors, whichever one. In your hierarchy, put yourself there. Love on yourself like you love on other people. I think that's a very big weakness of mine, is loving on myself equivalently to how much I love on other people. But I'm also like a Labrador in that way. I think I'm like a nanny. If I had to be a dog, I'd probably be like a golden retriever. Okay, no, I can get loud. Maybe a husky. Yeah, but like a nanny dog that also has a little feistiness. Yeah, probably. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are well. I wish you nothing but good vibes, positivity in this week that we are going into. Winter is coming and I'm not ready. Winter is coming and I'm not ready. So guys, have a wonderful week ahead. Be blessed. Stay warm, stay safe. And let's do this again, yeah? Like the producer says, Ngome mnandi yaphindwa check. So see you next time. Bye. Hands. They convey impulses from which the heart speaks. They speak volumes, linking people in silent conversations. The most remarkable ties were created by touch. I looked at your picture, read her status, and realized I will never get to touch you again. We spoke words and uttered things, but we never touched. And so it adorns me that maybe the most precious ties are those your subconscious chose to create. The ones you experienced on the low, the ones that form thicker than anchors to ground you in who you are. The ones that cause heartbreak when you can no longer experience them. You never had to fight for them because they came so naturally, effortlessly, like the air that you breathe, the ones you long for the most when they're gone. You can't quite put your finger on the ones that require imagination and strength to explain, because how do you make someone understand that which you have never tasted? Can you long for something you almost had? Or even miss something you adorned from a distance? I wonder that maybe, just maybe, the ties we forgot to name might be the most important ties ever created. How can something that never took place leave scars on hands and vivid memories in minds, flashbacks and memories of ties we forgot to name? This is Ties We Forgot to Name. And it speaks of relationships, be them familial, be them friendships, be them almost relationships, because that's exactly what it's all about. It's about an almost. Something that you gave attention to but not wholeheartedly, something that you experienced but did not share with other people. And so that's why it says, how do you convey something only you have tasted? I have grieved something that almost was more than once, And so if you ever find yourself in that position, know that your feelings are valid. You are valid. Your experiences are valid, and can't nobody tell you what you feel, what you know, and what you've been through. You are loved and you are cared for. Thank you.
Batingo memnan dia pindwat check. Batingo memnan dia pindwat check. Batingo memnan dia pindwat check.